asleep in the sun. Fat cat saw a kitty cat sleeping on the big chair. Fat cat liked it to sleep on the big chair too. Meow, meow, he said.
Inquiry is a way for kids to be very highly engaged in what they're learning and to have an active voice in what they're learning.
School and the purpose of school should be to nurture our citizens of the future. And how do we do that if we don't let them think and explore and wonder? Because many of the jobs that they'll all have aren't even invented yet. So no matter what we cram down their throats, they're not going to know what it is that you need to know.
Through everything we do, our students are making a choice. Through writing, children are choosing what they want to write about that day. Through math, they're coming up with the strategies they want to use to solve problems. And that inquiry and that thinking becomes the lesson. And it's the exact same with reading. They're learning to love literature because each week they can shop for books that support their interests. So that to me is promoting autonomy. It's supporting student ideas. It is really, when done well, creating a lifelong learner.
Exploration is a time of day when there's choice. And so it's really a time for them to think about what their interests are and learn more by actually creating and doing.
You know how we have recess? It's sort of like that, but you get to make these choices. It's not really a time to learn, but then we learn some stuff. Guys, check it. Feel that part. Feel that stuff. Yeah. Wet man. I'm making an ice cream sundae.
Children are playing, they're having fun, but they're also learning a tremendous amount. And then it's a beautiful way to integrate reading, writing, mathematics. So exploration is the perfect way to teach purposefully in a relevant way that makes sense to them.
It's a cottage. The door's right here. Lunchtime. Lunchtime.
Kids not only have a choice about what they're working on, but have opportunities to problem solve, whether they're working in art or blogs, particularly around social issues with their classmates. And that's such an important learning piece for kindergarten.
Well, we are trying to build a house. I'm the builder. I'm the cute little daughter.
It's just a time to empower the children to know that their interests and their ideas are meaningful.
We have a child right now who's really interested in nail salons, and she's been studying what do I need to do to open my own nail salon.
When I wanted to grow up, I really wanted to be a nail salon because painting nails is my favorite thing to do.
So she's visited nail salons close by. She's experimented with how to set up her nail salon. We've tried a few different kinds of polish. She has to take appointments. She has to get feedback from her customers of whether or not they like their nails.
Taylor does amazing nails. Thanks, guys. Really.
So right there's a piece of information, like what do we need to do to nurture this interest for this child?
Customers are a lot of work.
Once we see what the kids are really interested in, we can kind of take it in different directions. Like right now we're working with the farm stand, so by putting the farm stand in dramatic play, we're kind of encouraging that to work with money and to work with that learning opportunity through play.
We get to choose what we want to do. And actually, I really like reading. And I also brought 3 books today.
Choices can get more expensive. You know, at this child's stage, started drawing what he felt was a map of the sewer layer that the Ninja Turtles live in. And then he made the connection thinking, okay, even though I was doing this in the art studio, this is a project I could realize in the block area.
It's like architecture.
Like architecture. That's a cool idea, Sage. Like if he's a child that's really interested in architecture, then, you know, I just described to you the 2nd grade version of architecture that he's doing right now. And if he's in a classroom next year where there's exploration time, then he'll have a 3rd grade version of architecture, and then a 4th grade version, and a 5th grade version.
I've been drawing natural places most of the time, so right now I'm working on a solar system pastel drawing.
We try to bring the outdoors in as much as possible, so you'll see shells and wood and stones, and they're exploring and they're using all their senses. It's challenging. They build social, emotional, and cognitive skills.
Mistakes are celebrated as part of the journey so that they can really discover things for themselves.
We're making a self-collages, self-purchase collage.
The amazing part of inquiry is it keeps the joy of learning alive in the kids.
It's them finding their own interests and passions, and I think that's important for all of us as human beings, that what we are interested in and what we want to pursue, that we have time to do that in our lives.
What's going to make them successful is to be able to kind of invent their own experiences. And with inquiry, it's all about learning how to learn and how to wonder and how to look at the world with your eyes open and to see all of the beautiful richness that's here.